Howdy, YouTube. Apparently, Assassin's Creed Shadows just leaked the whole thing. Luke is up. He's walking around. He's excited. We're going to get right into this.
After all this time, we would be done with like AC Shadows scandals. I thought surely we had run out of things to talk about and that we were just in like the home stretch where the game is being polished up and then March 20th.
He is so excited about this.
We're done. We move on. We talk about something else. But no, like this game is, I don't know if it's cursed. I don't know if it's just mismanagement. I have no idea what's going on, but AC Shadows has just experienced one of the worst nightmare situations for any game that could possibly release.
Imagine if
and
this
it's
happened
just
for Grand
one
Theft
more
Auto
massive
6. That
nail
would be
in
huge.
the coffin of this game's marketing cycle. It's amazing that they have suffered through so many of these disasters. But you might be asking, Luke, what is that? What is it? What is it that has happened to Ubisoft and AC Shadows this time? The game is apparently just out there. It's fully leaked. The entire game. There are physical copies people have gotten their hands on, and they are selling through.
Hold on. You were only selling one for $100? You could get way more than that. No. I'm what was it? It was one No Man's Sky leaked a copy early, and that dude got like, I think $1,000 something out of it.
Through places like
and with all the controversy behind this one, oh, dude, you could have sold it for way more than 100.
Craigslist and outlets like that. Earlier on stream, I even had somebody in chat from Iran that was saying that they also have physical copies where they are, and they're just being sold by like street vendors and stuff. It's unbelievable. I'm at a loss for words. This
Worldwide
is unreal.
failure.
So in this video, we're going to talk all about it because I have delved into whether or not this is actually real and true, or if they're just really good fakes. And Ubisoft has also responded to it officially at this point, and I'm going to also show you an instance of where this happened before and why this is way, way worse. So buckle up.
Is it No Man's Sky?
This
it can
dumpster
honestly
fire
be
is
like
burning.
a lot of different games.
It's crazy, man. It's
that
crazy.
happened
But
to.
first, a thank you
But
to our
I feel like
sponsor.
No
World
Man's
of Tanks
Sky
is
is
the
the only
online
one
action
that
game
has
where
as
you
much
control
hype.
tanks
Only
from
their
World War
hype was
II and the
positive.
20th century
This
in
one,
high octane
people
and yet
literally
very
just wanted to
tactical
destroy this game.
with over package. Again, you can check the game out for free at the link below. Okay, welcome back. Like I said, the game has leaked allegedly, and you see pictures of individuals just holding the game, multiple copies, and they are selling it for $100
Why
a
does he
pop,
have
or
3
even more in
copies,
some
though?
cases. But this could
He didn't order 3 copies, did he? Because that's... Oh, no.
be fake.
You're
I mean, realistically, it's not that hard to go
to
into
terrible
Photoshop and to
games.
create some artwork with some
And
AI art or with
They definitely use AI.
concept art that you get from the website and then put a sticker on the disc to make it look all official. It's not impossible. People have done it before. Well, to check on that, I did a little bit of digging while we were on stream for about 30 seconds, and I came across some videos people had posted where they had put the disc into their PlayStation 5s and installed the game and booted it up. And after going through the main menu selection, I can confidently say that this is real. This is real. As you recall, I went to a preview event for the game and saw how the game boots
Luke
up,
confirming.
and this is
Luke
real. Like,
confirming,
it's
guys.
real. This is not faked. So I'm very confident in saying that. It's unfortunately very, very real. There are physical copies all over the planet that have a version of the game running on it, and it is playable. Realistically, what I think has happened is that copies of the game have been stolen from warehouses for shipment, and those copies are the ones being resold. And for whatever reason, there are no protections with PlayStation 5 copies to prevent them from booting. I would have thought that there'd be some like online connectivity thing where like,
Are we not reaching the end of the life cycle for the PS5, and that's why they desperately tried to launch the Pro? Like, really? How do you not have protections against games not playing? That's just lazy.
like, oh, you put the disc in and then it has to verify that you own the license, but the game isn't out yet, so you just can't boot the game. But apparently that's just not in place, at least not yet. So as of right now, people are able to just put these discs in their consoles and just boot.
Maybe it was in place, but they pushed it back again, and PlayStation didn't change it, or they didn't tell PlayStation to change it from one of the last launches.
The game and play. But I know what you're thinking, Luke, how on earth did they get so many physical copies in these warehouses where they could be stolen? Well, you remember the game was originally supposed to launch on February 14th.
Yes,
Valentine's Day.
we know.
And then it was delayed out of nowhere to March 20th. Well, I can report very confidently that multiple members of the dev team did not know that the game was being delayed until it was delayed. They found out.
Oh, that's bad. How are you not communicating with your team? Guys, we're not launching this game yet. You have more time, finish it.
by seeing the post on social media, just like everybody else. Now, I'm sure some of the higher-ups knew about the delay. They got a call shortly before. But this seemingly was like a fairly last-minute decision to push the game to March, and it was made from on high. And if that decision was made kind of impulsively or maybe suddenly, there's a strong chance
it
that
never should
maybe
have come
some
out in
calls weren't
February.
made to these
Not with Hello Kitty Island Adventure coming out January 30th, and then Kingdom Come Deliverance a few days after that, and then Avowed's whole thing that was between those, and then also you had Pirate Yakuza and Monster Hunter Wilds. February was not the month, man. It was not the month.
People who were shipping all of these copies of the game to distribution centers around the world for the physical release of the game on February 14th. And so those deliveries still went through and they showed up at the warehouses. Now, I'm sure they were labeled as confidential, as do not open, as if that's ever stopped anybody before.
Yeah,
if anything,
seriously.
that might have called more attention to the boxes.
Stickers
and
don't
shipments.
stop anymore.
And so some of these individuals just opened up the boxes, took the copies out, and started flipping them online, which is, to be fair, very, very stupid. They're going to get caught. When I worked at Best
they're
Buy
absolutely going
years
to get
ago,
caught.
before finishing college and
They're trying to
like,
hustle.
working elsewhere. I actually remember the launch of some games like Sekiro or Spider-Man, and we got copies of those games a few days early, not a month early, but like a few days before launch. And they would show up in these big cardboard boxes, and they were labeled like confidential, do not open before this date. Like they were very, red stickers everywhere. They were very, very clear what they were, but they were just cardboard boxes. And like the manager would just leave them in the back of the warehouse. And so technically, if you wanted to just go open it up and take copies, you could. And people would only find out when the official launch happened and they were stocking shelves and there were a bunch of copies missing because they had a certain inventory count that should have been there.
That sounds like inventory management for sure. I've worked a lot of retail. Inventory isn't managed that well. When you have so many things you have to sell, people just like, this is too much. I'm not dealing with it. I trust it's going to be in there. They're not going to keep track.
There. After that, they started like locking them in cages and stuff years later. But at least back then at Best Buy, we would just leave things out and about. It was like very non-secure, let's just say. Insecure, dare I say. And it wouldn't surprise me if there's also a security lapse that's happening at warehouses around the world because it's a big place, the world. And so chances are that one of those cages or boxes was left unattended. Somebody went in, swiped 3 copies of the game, and then started selling it on Facebook.
The guy who's in charge, maybe the boss, was in on it. And he said, hey, this is a messed up game. We could sell copies early. I'll give you a cut. Or maybe it was the boss who did it.
Facebook Marketplace or wherever this is.
Gave
I don't know what
friend.
this app is, but they started selling it, and that's how this happens. As for the guy that was in chat that told me in Iran there's like street vendors and people that have access to the game already, those could be fake copies, or it could also just be another instance where there was a shipment delivered to some warehouse and the warehouse guy was like, no, give me X number of dollars and I'll let you just take it and I'll say they were stolen. And then they just take the copies of the game, sell them on the streets. That type of thing can happen very, very quickly and easily when there's not a lot of safeguards in place to protect against this type of thing. And so I can say pretty confidently the leaks are very, very real. And I think it's a lot more widespread than what happened a while back, specifically in 2016, when a copy of No Man's Sky leaked early. And this is actually something that was talked about in the Engoodening of No Man's Sky, a video from the one and only internet historian.
Watch that video if you haven't. That is such a good video.
Which he shows this little moment that you might recall from the video.
Sean, if your game isn't coming out for another 2 weeks, then why is there a box copy on eBay? That's right. It's a leak.
Luke was covering the price tag for most.
That's right. It's a leak. Then why is there a box
No, back up. Luke, why are you so handsome and your head so big?
Then why is there a
it said
box copy on eBay?
$1,250.
Right. It's a leak.
For a game.
Someone broke the embargo and is selling early access to the highest bidder.
That's $56
and bids start rolling in. It reaches $1,300 US. Sold to some guy with the Reddit handle Damien.
$12.50 plus $56.
This AI tool is better than Leonardo.ai.
No,
you
lady,
can create
move.
unlimited
Get out of here. We're talking
AI
about video
images
games.
with accurate.
No time for women. Why did it pause it?
He gets his hands on it and starts uploading footage to YouTube and Dailymotion.
PlayStation
and this
does
was
not
one
like
copy.
when you do that.
It went out. It started picking up steam online. This guy played it. He made a review, and he actually said he really liked the game. He was actually fairly upbeat and positive about it. He gave it pretty good marks, though he did point out some bugs here and there. But this was just one copy. What's happened with
That's
AC
just hilarious.
Shadows
That would make me
are
want to buy the game.
dozens, if not hundreds upon hundreds of copies, possibly thousands, but at least hundreds of copies that are just out there and gone and available freely. Now, there are some steps they can take to lock this down. Allegedly, there's a way that they could contact PlayStation, and PlayStation could lock down on all of this, and they could just be like, oh, this app, executable, whatever, is not launchable on the PlayStation 5 console, and so if you try to do it, it'll identify it as a stolen copy, your account gets flagged, maybe even terminated for breaking TOS. There's all sorts of stuff that they could theoretically do, but it requires PlayStation to act on it, and there's just so many variables that it's really hard to say whether or not we would ever see something like that happen. But what I can say confidently is, like, if they do have a way of trying to go after these guys that are playing early versions of the games, they will and should probably go after them for stealing copies of games that have not released yet. With this, it's just really, really remarkable because, again, it's not just one copy, it's many all over the world, and it's probably because of shipments going out that were supposed to be canceled after the delay to March, but that didn't happen, and so they've just shown up around the world and
the whole
are
delay
getting
thing is
scooped
pretty
up by people,
scuffed.
which is
From the
wild.
first
But they've
one to
actually
the last
responded to
one.
it, and to their credit, they've actually responded very promptly and quickly. Ubisoft, through the official Assassin's Creed handle, said, "Hello everyone, we are aware players have accessed Assassin's Creed Shadows ahead of its official release. The development team is still working on patches to prepare the experience for launch, and any footage shared online does not represent the final quality of the game. Leaks are unfortunate and can diminish the excitement for players. We kindly ask you not to spoil the experience for others."
I'm pretty sure Ubisoft is the one who's diminished all the excitement for this game.
Thank you to our community for already taking steps to protect everyone from spoilers. Stay in the shadows, avoid the spoilers, and keep an eye on our channel for more official surprises in the coming weeks. March 20th will be here soon. And listen, I joked at the top that, like, maybe the game is cursed. At this point, like, they might be. I cannot think of another game that has suffered so many setbacks, so many, like, scandals, so many issues within the game's marketing cycle. It's bizarre. It's crazy. Again, like, we can point to other games where they've had one of these, or maybe, you know, half of one and half of the other. But AC Shadows has just managed to step on every single possible lane.
They checked every box,
trying to
man.
get across the finish line.
They said, if we're gonna burn the whole city down.
And it's remarkable. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't blame Ubisoft if they were like, let's just get this over with. Just move the release date up. We'll launch on May or March 4th or something, or 5th or 6th, whatever the hell of Friday is. We'll just launch it then, call it good, and we'll just move on. Maybe Tencent buys us out. We don't care anymore. I wouldn't blame them, because this has just been one massive headache for close to a year now. And I don't know if it's just that, like, Shadows is cursed, or if it's just that we're very aware of it, so there's a lot more reporting and attention towards these scandals that wouldn't normally apply to other games. I really don't know what it is, but AC Shadows, man, it's just one thing after another. Ubisoft really cannot catch a break with this game. You know, maybe they finally catch a break if reviews are really, really good, but with these leaks now, there's a good chance that a lot of these people, even hundreds of people around the world, will play and finish the game before reviewers even get their hands on a copy, which is wild. I mean, you could see a flood of reviews from people that got...
Oh, didn't people pay extra money to play it early? They're gonna be mad.
The game early because of this, and are just posting videos and getting their social accounts destroyed in the process, but posting videos and gameplay and stuff before reviewers even get access to the game. It's just baffling and insane, but that's just, it's the Shadows curse. I don't know what else to call it. It really is crazy. I can't think of another game that's had this many problems. It's really, really remarkable, but yeah, I don't know if I'm forgetting a game that had an even more disastrous marketing cycle. Let me know. Fallout 76 was a train wreck, but mainly after launch, it was just scandal after scandal after scandal. But before launch, it was fairly straightforward.
Yeah,
but this game, man, it's just,
everyone was hyped about it before launch. It wasn't until the game actually came out and everyone saw how busted and broken it was, and then all the scummy moves. By the way, since we were talking about Internet Historian doing the Engoodening of No Man's Sky, check out his Fallout 76. It's the exact same story, only the other direction, where they actively made the game worse.
One thing after another, they cannot catch a break. But that's going to do it for me. Just a quick little update video on the whole AC Shadows thing. Let me know what you think of all of these leaks and things, and if I'm forgetting any other scandalous games that have run into many problems.
I'm going to wake up tomorrow,
because I'm sure there's...
and we're going back to AC Shadows. All right. Thanks for joining me, YouTube. I'll see you later. Leave a like and let me know in the comments if you're going to buy this game. If you're not going to buy this game, why not? If you are going to buy this game, what drew you to it? All right, everyone, stay safe, stay hydrated, take care of yourself, and take care of somebody else. Mwah.